The emerging technology that I'm going to be presenting on is AI healthcare patient training. So what is this and how does it work? So other than OSCE AI as the one that I'm going to be presenting on today, there are quite a few medical chatbots around the world that are used. Now, OSCE stands for Objective Structured Clinical Examination, meaning that it is a clinical test essentially. This specific chatbot was one created by two University of Calgary students, actually, back in around 2023. So the two university students, Eddie Go and Mahal Gupta, created this to sort of create a doctor-patient conversation chatbot to help healthcare students when learning how to actually talk to patients. As you can see here, I have an example, and there's 3 difficulty levels. You can select how fast it goes. You can select which field of medicine you're coming from, so like family medicine. There's also dentistry. And then you can select why they're there to see you. And how would this be beneficial to libraries? I chose to use this as being beneficial to the U of C medical library because that's where we went for our one project. I believe it would be super helpful. I mean, it's very good to learn how to communicate with people, and also it's a form of technology that is becoming more rampant as we go on. And I think that it would also be very beneficial for English as second language students to build confidence in themselves, but also be able to practice their English without being in a judgmental setting. Now, is it worth it? I went through about 4 to 5 cases just seeing how good it was. I did have issues. It would not complete cases. I don't know if that's just because I'm not a medical student and I'm not a doctor, but it would not let you finish the conversations. It was really weird. Since it is in its early stages, I feel like it would be good for practicing, but I don't think it should be something that they depend on for studying for medical students. I did have fun playing with it though, so now would new users struggle with it? I found it very easy. I mean, it's essentially you're just talking to a robot. You do need a good quality microphone though and a quiet environment because it will constantly not understand you, or it will, especially if you're using the voice to text option, it will like give you new words. But as it says here, there's also a typing option if that works better. I did find it worked a little bit better, but it was a bit slower to respond with that. For maintenance levels, I think obviously there's probably a lot of coding that's going on in the background, but that's more so for the actual developers. I think updating for many different types of medical issues would be interesting. Right now, it's mostly just like cough and flu. There is some internal medicine stuff that was kind of hard, and yeah, making sure that they're all accurate. But as I feel that these guys are both doctors now, they probably know what they're doing. Some of the issues, as I stated, the microphone does not always register what you say. Also, yeah, if you happen to stumble over words, the AI gets very upset with you and will like get snippy with you if you take too long, which I guess is kind of realistic because that's a lot how people are. And as I said before, it would also register the entire progress not being completed, or also like I had to order an x-ray at one point and it would not do it. Policies that would be needed, probably privacy issues, I'm assuming so. I did look into this and it does say that no, your data is not saved for any of your sessions and there's no login required. I don't think that is a concern, but also like you are providing your voice at some points, which could be a little bit sketchy for some people. And another thing is obviously proper use because it's not just a toy to mess around with, like it's an actual medical field usage device. So, and here am I works cited.